That's wild. Hi.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, Discord does not like this. Oh,
Hello.
hello. Hi. Give me a second.
There you are.
Discord's still. Oh god.
Oh, I've already got us somewhere.
But yeah, the Kutuzov is a offshoot of the Napoleon. It's also small and it has a very funny cone head.
Hmm.
And it looks like its gimmick is just knock back the frame.
There's a new Horus mech too.
The Lycan? Ayo!
Ooh.
Hey.
Has resistance to energy and burn.
Sorry
Oh,
that
that's so cool.
sorry that I'm taking so long to get set up over here. I've been having issues getting Oberon's like everything set up properly.
Yeah.
Ah, take your time.
Ooh, there's another metal mark too. Is Amber Phantom.
Oh, now I want to know what that does.
Oh,
Uh,
this thing looks cool as hell.
Hyper awareness. Start of each round until you take your turn. All attacks made against it are +1 difficulty and makes all saves with +1 accuracy. Battle Oracle. When a hostile character misses once per round, when it misses you with an attack, you may pull a character within sensors up to 2 spaces in any direction.
Interesting.
That's not on the attacker alone. That could be anybody. System passive at the start of each. Choose a point during the PC turn order to act. And if you take your turn during that point, you deal a d6 bonus damage on a hit with any melee or ranged attack against the target within sensors. If you take your turn at any other point, you may still gain the bonus damage, but you do 1d6 heat when doing so. You take 1d6 heat when doing so. So you have to lock in your turn before turn order starts. And if you make your turn during that, you don't get burnt.
Well, while we wait on Oberon, how's everybody else doing this week? Sorry about last week. I really was like sat over here. Like you can ask my wife. I was basically curled up in bed on the verge of hyperventilating. I was dealing
Yeah.
with some pretty dramatic anxiety.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right. I mean, it wasn't game related. It was just like I was not in a state to be running at that point.
Yeah, understandable.
The horrors of capitalism.
That is
Yeah.
what it came down to.
My brain didn't register time zones, so when I saw everyone was in chat and I thought we still had an hour until session, that was a little surprising for me.
Oh no, it's alright. If it had gone on for another minute or two, I'd have sent you a message. Yeah, if you you got it in there. Okay, cool. Okay. We're good. Everybody's in here except for me, but I don't need to be because Naomi's not going to be fighting in this session.
It's very
I'm still loading in.
it's very funny to me that for some reason fucking Hive Swarms is the default Everest profile icon now.
What do you mean? You mean Locust Hive?
Yeah, Locust Hive.
That's not. No, that is the default one. Like, Locust Hive never had a token. That is the default one for every GMS frame.
Is it?
Yes.
It just worked, I guess.
What?
Your
Locust Hive's token I made.
Oh, I know what causes it. Hold on. I know what causes it. Before I realized how the tokens work, so the module for excuse me, Lancer and Foundry. is integrated with retrograde minis, as is probably obvious since it's all their sprites. But it uses the default name for every sprite, and that's what it calls to when the system is like, we need a sprite for this thing, and we know that it goes by this name. So Locust Hive, being the first one that was put in, overwrote the original Everest picture and the original picture for all GMS frames. So that's why it's the one that shows up, because the system knows that that's the sprite it's supposed to ask for. It's just, it doesn't know that it's wrong.
Whoops.
Also,
It's all right.
That's fucking funny.
the new core bonus from GMS is called Order of Leander, and it counts as a piece of exotic gear.
Oh, that means it's like a special reward from one of the campaigns.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all here. Unless anybody minds, I might copy and paste the in-text RP stuff that we did into the description for this week's broadcast.
Oh, that's fine.
Just so that it's somewhere in case this Discord server goes anywhere or whatever, and also so that the stuff that happens between weeks gets bunched with the week that it's connected to. Does everybody remember what was going on last time? This is normally the question I ask at the start of every session.
Yes, I do remember. We had gotten through the second half of the operation, got onto the ship after a really tough fight.
Half is a strong word. Continue, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. So we get onto the ship, and Naomi's NHP hijacks the ship, starts purging all the people on the inside except for us out, and that's where we left off.
Alright. Yeah, that about sums it up. And then we've had some sort of weird or interesting... none of us are very well adapted people socially, so, there was some talking in character between now and then, but, yeah, we come back to the party presently, I presume, in the middle of or concluding that conversation in the cargo bay. There's still cleanup that needs to be done on the ship, which Naomi was in the middle of assisting with, and Koban, her NHP, is using what few automated systems there are on the ship to sort of dispose of the compost. The asphyxiated compost. So...
Asphyxiated compost is a hell of a way to describe dead bodies.
But, yeah, so, Naomi is there, kind of taking a break from looking at corpses. It's been about 10 hours. You guys have caught asleep. You've, had a chance to level up. The mission's not over. You're not going to level up when this mission is over. That was just, I felt like you guys deserved a level, and it feels nice to get to, license level 2 as quick as possible so you have your actual frame you want to play with.
Yes.
So yeah.
GMS run to the end of the game. Let's go.
Well, I mean, there is a movement on the subreddit called Everest's going their own way.
God.
Because the Everest frame is that good. You could just play the Everest. It's really good. But yeah, does the party have anything they want to do or discuss or try and accomplish? I mean, if you wanted to I don't remember the exact actions for downtime. I really should look into that before this mission ends.
Here.
But
Downtime action.
just give me the page. I don't want to have them read out to me.
Yeah, I was just trying to grab it. It's on Cheatography online. I'm gonna drop it in the open chat for comms.
Oh, lovely.
There we go.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to like try and find a way to dig around the ship to see if you can find anything that might be useful. Oh goodness gracious, my whole screen just went white. Well, hopefully that doesn't bode poorly for the rest of the night. But if not, you know, if you guys don't have anything you feel like trying to accomplish or trying to do on the ship, or any conversations or other things that you want to do, we can move along. Because I don't have anything in particular.
None of these downtime options are all that compelling. Are all that compelling at the moment, given. I mean, most of them we can't really even do.
I'm trying to look at it, but I'm struggling to bring it up. I don't know why my computer is struggling so bad. I'll bring it up on my phone.
Here's the section itself.
Well, I don't know where my phone's gone, so I guess I won't do that. Oh, there it is. Nothing from anybody, though?
I'm looking at them, but I don't think there's anything that I can necessarily do in our current state.
Yeah.
There's
problem.
more built towards talking to people, and unfortunately, the compost right now. So
Yeah, I'm sure the ship had a rich had a
I mean, there's
Every-
nothing
every per-
stopping anybody from hitting up like a comms terminal or
everyone on the ship had a rich inner life, but we killed them all.
well,
Womp womp.
womp womp. Everybody here is on the verge of having a thought cabinet, which is not a good place to be.
Oh no! I mean, that's more literal in fucking 8's case.
Well, yeah, but that's different. He literally has other people in his head talking to him.
We are built different.
Yeah, constructed atypically for sure.
Damn.
I actually, I could gather information.
By all means. I don't remember how you roll for this.
I don't either. Let me open up the rule book.
Page 53.
All right, give me just a second.
I also just
Other
figure
information?
this will be useful later in general. Oh, damn. What is eating up my everything?
You might need to.
Sure.
Do you think you need to restart your computer?
Fuck, I really don't want to. Probably should have before the session. Normally I'm smart enough to do that so that I'm not dealing with like any memory leaks.
What the hell is my Lancer book? Whatever, I'll just open up Foxit. Yada yada yada. Hello, Calethi.
Do you not just keep all of your like rule books in a folder?
I do, and oh my god, I've never actually downloaded Lancer's rulebook on my computer. That feels wrong.
Rough, buddy. How bad do you want to do this? Because like we can.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it bad enough to burn this much time.
Yeah.
Well. Oh. Oh. Well, you feel free to keep taking time. My computer is happy to give it to you at the moment.
Oh boy.
Fair enough.
Task
If
manager
anyone
not
has
responding
any-
is not good.
Oh no.
You were the chosen one.
There is a significant delay between your two microphones, and so I'm catching.
Haley,
each of
please
you
mute
talking.
yourself.
Haley.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, you can hear Haley through Amy's microphone, so like when we're doing
Yeah.
sessions, just mute Haley.
There.
That's mean.
She deserves it.
What? It's me. What did I do?
No, she gets enough from her wife.
Hmm.
It doesn't deserve that much hate.
Oh.
Oberyn does have +4 to get a hold of something, so if you guys have an idea of something like you would want planet side, he can see if he can call something in for like a favor or something.
Let's put a pin in that.
Let me just end Firefox
Yeah.
real quick. You know, eating half my RAM might immediately improve when I do that.
Insert the Crunch Cat meme.
Oh, now it's gone to eating 2/3 of it. My goodness. Sorry to have.
There we go. Lancer Core book opened. Downtime actions, page 53.
Clearly.
Fucking fuck you all. If you...
Do you want to tell the story of your new rival?
Not a huge story. There's an osprey that has decided to make its nest in our tower that we pull from for our internet. It's a protected osprey that has laid eggs, and it trying to peck at the tower and incorporate bits and pieces of it, it's in like that. And it can't really do anything about it because it's a protected osprey with eggs. So we have to wait for the eggs to hatch, and then maybe they can relocate it in a month.
I see.
Okay.
So I have an osprey eating my internet.
Incredible.
Okay, I've pulled up the rules. It's just a simple D20 roll on a 9 and it has this.
Everything you send me, I can't look at at the moment while my computer eats shit. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's really bad. I'm trying to fix it.
You might want to just restart your computer, huh?
No, I don't want to do that. It's improving.
So, okay, here's my idea. Firefly would, we've got access to this computer systems. Until recently, this was a TMS ship. She's thinking there might have been maybe someone was still logged in when they became compost. So, and maybe that person had higher level access. So I can dig around and maybe try and find out if there are any actions that they are leading on the planet, on Euphrates specifically, as maybe a line for work or useful information to sell to the to the natives.
Oh, I like that. I'm about that. Yeah, sure. Also, everything is recovering now, so we're good.
Wonderful. And this
Until
would
it
explain why
breaks
she
again.
was. This would explain why she was so quiet during the previous discussion.
Sure.
All right. So, would I just make this roll with investigate, or?
I don't know how to determine what the roll is supposed to be made with to be 110 with you, babe.
I'm pretty sure this is just a kind of vibes based GM
Name your
decision.
subject and method and roll. Do you use a skill for this?
I imagine so.
I'm pretty sure it would be a
Yes.
flat roll, but you get a bonus based on your skill triggers.
Yes. Unlike skill checks, even though downtime actions aren't skill checks, triggers can still be used to get bonuses while rolling. For example, the get a damn drink action might benefit from survive, alcohol tolerance, charm, impressing the locals, or word on the streets, eavesdropping for gossip.
Okay. What have you got?
I have... The only thing here that's really, applicable is just investigate.
I'll take investigate. Go ahead.
Oh, I also have act unseen or unheard if I want to disguise myself, my poking around.
I'll take investigate.
Investigate. Yes, I do,
I'm just
actually.
I'm just imagining Firefly putting on the TF2 spy mask.
Yes, I am TMS.
Well, not with that roll.
Fuck!
You know, fuck all. Alright.
Womp womp.
Unless anyone
He
else
was
wants to.
logged into some really interesting video game.
It was looking at pornography. Yeah, no.
Died with his pants down.
When the ship was taken over by Coben, while it was being invaded, everybody was locked out as a security measure.
That makes sense.
Locked out of confidential things and brought into, bare bones, safe mode, basically.
It would also make it so that they would not be able to fight him as effectively.
No, it just basically just logged them out of the TMS employee portal. It did not prevent them from operating the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, unless anybody else has anything to do, we'll move along.
Oh, I actually get to choose this.
To choose what happens when you fail.
Yeah. You get what you're looking for, but it gets you into trouble straight away, or you get out now and avoid trouble.
Alright, well, what do you want?
I mean, we
I
just...
think we're already in trouble.
I think we're already in trouble. Should I double down or just not fuck things
Walk
up?
in. We don't fuck with them.
You know what?
Who is it that you're looking at again?
TMS.
Ah, no, they already hate us.
Yeah, we did just steal their ship.
Well, you know...
I want what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Perhaps they don't hate us, but they do. They're at least reasonably certain we've got some of their shit, and they might take exception to that.
You know, actually, though, this if at the same time, it might be like, oh, we should have just hired them. I mean, this is
I ain't working for them. I have to make a new character.
So, you want information on what they're doing?
Yeah, on recent efforts on Euphrates.
Okay, you get some basic information on some of their, like, you know, present deployments and current projects. You do know that they recently have set up, like, a small fire base relatively close to a population center, but you don't know what it's for. But you do know that it's been receiving some shipments recently. The other thing that you managed to find, you know, is basically an emergency alert message. One of the last things that got sent to the vessel before it was completely cut off from their network, which is that assistance is on the way.
Shit.
You also get some information on what assistance is on the way.
Ooh, okay.
So, fucking, what was the name? Hantai Squad has an additional member that was not present when you fought them during the first session.
Oh yeah, Raycon mentioned them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that he was some, apparently a pretty badass pilot.
Yes.
Whose mech was pretty fucked up at the moment.
Well, he's had time to repair.
And he's on the way.
This is true.
He is on the way with a small entourage.
Oh,
The
boy,
intercept
boss
is
fight.
about 5 minutes. So you've caught this
boy.
at just the right time.
Oh boy. Okay. So Firefly, upon seeing this, just kind of sits up, looks at it closer. Oh shit. And starts pulling on like her stuff and just gets on the radio. Hey guys, we got trouble. 5 minutes out. The rest of the squad that we wiped back on the rock.
Oh. Great. You know, this is a good chance to break in our new equipment.
Our
Coben,
conversation can wait to be continued later.
I'm inclined to agree. It's not really a good time. I'd suit up, but I still need to keep patrolling the halls to make sure we're not going to run into anybody who might have been in a hard suit at the time. I hope you won't begrudge me that. Otherwise, we don't have a vessel and we'll just suffocate outside.
No, I think I much prefer to keep breathing.
Yeah. Coben, her NHP, pipes up over the intercom. Hey guys, I've got an idea for you if you're inclined to listen, since we know where they're coming from and when they're coming. It's a little bit of basic ballistics math, if you ask me.
Go on.
Most of the weapons are non-operational at the moment, but most vessels are outfitted with a basic flak weapon for the purposes of disposing of any debris that may be in the way. You know, you don't really want to run into things at 2,700 kilometers an hour.
So what? We use that to deal with them?
We've got one shot. It's probably not going to kill them, but you could ding them up real bad by flinging some flak their way.
Don't see a
Any
reason.
advantage we could get would afford us extra time.
That's great. Yeah, We'll do that. And we'll just hope we don't run into any asteroids on the way. So, bombs away! He does not wait for anyone to be like, hey, wait a minute. What if there's asteroids or debris in the way? You hear like a heavily mechanized noise of presumably some turret on the hull turning. And then there is the loud sound of some kind of mass driver firing off. The rest of it is inaudible. It is in space. But yeah, we'll say that, the enemies at the start of this encounter will have diminished health as a result of that. And we'll just hope that doesn't have any consequences.
Oh boy.
Why do I have the feeling we walked into some kind of ruse?
So
Let's file that under yikes and move on.
So a couple more minutes pass, as indicated, without prompting. As once everybody is in their machines, the cargo bay door opens. Atmosphere is vented out, and you guys are exposed to space. You know that the intercept time is probably another, 30 seconds to a minute. And so you guys move out, basically, to stop them before they get to the ship. It'd be much better to fight them away from your only arc to safety.
Is there any kind...
Agreed.
I mean, this is maybe a stupid question because we're in space. Is there any kind of, terrain or debris field or anything?
It's funny you should mention that, because there's been a war going on Euphrates for 20 years. It is suffering from, I think the term is Kessler syndrome.
Oh.
It's space junk and just crap that's in the way. The colonists have been firing things like flak guns and mass drivers into space for a while now for the purposes of, trying to shoot down enemy vessels. I will put... You guys probably can't see this yet. I'll put your tokens on the map so you can see it.
I can see a faint version of it, but this is cool.
Yeah. So, a heads up about this map. And I actually think you guys can put your own tokens on top of things now. You're not going to be able to do it just this second, but... God, dragging all your shits in here. It's taking me a second. But there is a way you can set whatever height you are at. This map should work in all 3 dimensions. You can go under or over these debris.
Cool.
Yep, that's it. That's all 4 of you. So, let's see. The way you set your height... Oh man, I really do probably need to restart my computer.
Oh, this ambience rules.
So the way you set your height, when you open up the same, thing that shows you the icons where you might, apply a status condition to yourself, there should be
The thing in the top left.
There's a thing in the top left with an arrow that's 0. 0 is the baseline elevation level. You can go up however high or down however high, but each number you go up or down also constitutes a hex of movement. Just an FYI. But yeah, you guys are able to maneuver through this space as though it were normal ground, since you all have EVA thrusters. But the other thing about this map is your line of sight will be affected by your elevation.
So it is. Rad!
So if you are under or over these rocks, and depending on what elevation your enemies are at, that's how this is going to work. And if this ends up being entirely too cumbersome, I may not do this again. But this entire first mission is me experimenting with things in both Foundry and Lancer, so we'll see how this goes. Let me put some enemies down. What is... Actually, let me fucking restart my computer, or I'm going to be dealing with slow problems all night. I apologize.
Okie dokie.
No problem. Gives me an opportunity to ask. I missed how to change elevation.
Oh, it's easy. You just...
Right click it and the little... Yeah.
Yeah, you just you right click your token, and then the little
Uh-huh.
text box with the 0, that's your elevation. You can
Uh-huh.
set that manually.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Also, make sure to clear your status conditions. I came in here with exposed.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
it shouldn't. Oh no, it will automatically calculate that. Yeah, no, you should get rid of that.
Yeah, I was looking primarily at you, Ty.
Drop this stream real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can set. That is so neat.
But yeah, I think the way that the reason you guys couldn't put yourself on top of things is because I set this elevation on
Oh,
every map. So if you guys had set yourself at the appropriate
Oh,
elevation,
then it would have worked.
then you probably could have moved on top of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try that real quick.
If that's not how it works, then
That is totally how it works.
awesome. Yes. Oh, I feel so good.
Fucking rad.
I'm dying. Nope, I'm not even that far yet.
Oh my god.
I'm getting there, guys. I'm trying. It's really bad.
Welsh is back.
Are you alright?
No, it's still.
You might want to do that restart.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. Not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
It's one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
The Osprey is eating your